he said locking is not part of funky style. So
Well,
what is it actually?
the big misconception is that funk style is the entire West Coast community. It was an intention to do it like that at one point, but really funk style is the electric boogaloo movement. It's all based on the electric boogaloo movement. It's us. It's our family. What really happened was hip-hop was taking all the credit for West Coast dance culture. Whenever they would write an article in a magazine, they would write hip-hop, popping, locking, breaking, and rocking, started in New York. Every article, we tell them over and over, that's not true. This is the truth. It started in the West Coast. They would still write, it all started in New York. So we decided to separate it and start saying, well, popping and locking is not from New York. It's part of our funk music. It's a different sound. Pete came up with the concept of funk styles, not for a movement, but for an event. So we threw a funk style event, only popping and locking, no breaking, no hip hop, to showcase the West Coast movement. Then every b-boy started putting a funk room in their event called Funk Style Room. That started the movement of funk style. It was, they would bring electric boogaloos to host the funk room. Like Asia One did it, Cross One did it at their events, and we would host it. The funk style room. And it became a movement, and it took off. It just blew up. We never intended that, but it happened, and it's cool, you know. It's an electric boogaloo movement.
Like what kind of elements you can take to the hip hop? I mean, like DJs, dancers, you know, like.
Well, the concept of the element, really, we use that to correct the magazines. What we would say is when they would screw up in an article, we would tell them, well, you can't have hip-hop without the 4 elements. They would only focus on rap. Rap is not even real MCing. It's a product of hip-hop. It's a commodity. It's something that you package and sell. Real MCs rhyme off of breakbeats live. Real hip-hop music is a tape. Like the biggest misconception, another one, is when you see us when we were kids with a boombox on our shoulder, listening to music, we were not listening to rap music because it didn't exist. We were listening to mixtapes, not even a mixtape, a live tape. That means flash, played at a park, tape master, taped it, distributed it, and then we got a copy of it, put it in our boombox. That's what we were listening to in our boombox. There was no rap music. It didn't exist. That's hip-hop music. It's live. That's original hip-hop music. And rap became a product much later, you know. So I think that there's a lot of things that we got to fix and adjust so that we don't get caught out there when it comes to the knowledge and the history.
I want to listen to your opinion about the slogan peace, love, unity, and having fun from back in the days and nowadays.
Peace, Unity, Love, Having Fun was a song by James Brown and Bambaataa, and it stuck because those were the 2 highly respected fathers of our movement. Before that, it didn't exist, man. It was more like stick up, rob, beat down, slap you up, and having fun. The stick up was like the big movement of our time, man. Everybody was sticking each other up. We didn't make money off of dancing back then, so, you know, that's the truth. I think that slogan helped calm things down. Bambaataa has a way of him that he knows how to like calm the savage beast in us when we were young to let us know we're not going to go anywhere if we keep this up. And he always corrected us and gave us knowledge. 5th element, you know, we would call was the knowledge. And that slogan, when it came out, really did help. It worked. Everyone recited it. We loved the song. We loved Bambaataa and James Brown. And it helped to maintain peace within the culture so we could enjoy it and hopefully not mess it up. Because before that, we were wilding out. Everybody was wilding out. And I think that would have took away from the movement, you know.
You know, with like you and Why Not traveling around with the Top Rock City tour and stuff, is there anything that you see around the world nowadays that is missing or something that you personally think that B-boys could work more on?
Dance with the girls. I don't understand this, man. It was the easiest thing to do when we were kids. Actually, I always tell people I never danced for another dude in my life. I don't go spend $50 on a hat, $100 on a pair of kicks, and $75 on jeans and a dope-ass shirt. just to go to a club and dance with a dude, you know, that shit don't sound right. It's like, hey, you, me and you, come on, let's go. Hell no, man. We would go in the club, look to the left, see the B-boys, look to the right, see the girls, look at the bar. That was it. We was over there. We never danced for another dude. We would smoke the dudes because the girls were watching. Now we party with the ladies, party with the B-girls, man. The B-girls were so important. That's how we got the groove. That's why we were able to get so funky. Rocksteady was funky because we maintained the true tradition of hip-hop, which is socializing. Dip, dip, dive, so socialize. Clean out your ears, open up your eyes. We were at the party, man. You look at Crazy Legs in a lot of these films. He's party dancing. We wasn't paying attention to no B-boys. You kidding me? We was ready to smoke them. That's it. And go back on with the party. Hip-hop is a party, y'all. It always has been. It always will be. Hip-hop is a jam. It's a party.
What happened to the original book, that's like Puff the Blues, Scarecrow Scully?
I wish I had the answer. I know Boozer's online. He's on Facebook. Robot Dane is around too. Rest in peace, Skeeter Rabbit. Creepin' Sid. They, you know, reaching out to these cats, and you know, a lot of these cats did it. They basically did their thing back in the late 70s, early 80s, and that was it. They're probably not going to come back to the dance, you know, but I think that everybody just moved on with their lives, you know, but they still support, you know, they're still in touch. There was an award ceremony in West Coast, and they showed up and got an award, and I think that's cool, but I'm not sure if they're going to get back into dancing anymore, you know.
What do you think of one of those new dances like Salah, Popping John, and do you think they have some kind of creativity into their new?
Oh yeah, I think that there's most of the hype on a lot of new dances is based on YouTube, but that's the mistake. You gotta pay your tickets and go see these cats. There's a lot of creativity in them. I meet Poppin' John all the time in different events. He hangs out sometimes when we're teaching in LA. He'll come and he'll take a class from P, Pop, and myself. He'll hang out. Salah's my brother, you know. I've known Salah for since he was a young little skinny kid, and he was always hungry. Everywhere, when I went to Paris, everywhere I turned, he was there. I could be by the Eiffel Tower and looking at the tower, and I turn around, he's right next to me. I jumped in the cab one time with a whole bunch of other people, and he was right there. I was like, oh, shit. He was just that dude, you know. He knew he was going to be somebody, and, you know, I'm really proud of him. You know, he has incredible musicality, and how he uses it is with his comedic approach and his moves. And, you know, I appreciate that. I think it's beautiful. You know, I think the problems don't come when we judge these dancers as what they are. They're dancers. It's when we define what popping is and stuff like that. That's where we get into these little debates, because they're doing a lot of other techniques outside of popping. They're great wavers, incredible tricksters. They do animation and robotics, which is all legit art forms within the context of the umbrella term popping. You know, so I think that's when you get all these little debates. When you get cats online nitpicking and sticking needles in other people to make them say something, and then don't pay attention to that. We're all friends. We see each other all the time. Even Slick Dog and all them cats, I see him. He used to come to my house every weekend. Ask him. He brought my wife gifts and shit and hung out in the back. We kicked back many times, you know. There's no hate in there.
What's some tips on musicality?
Love the music. You can't learn it. You gotta understand music by listening to it. Understanding musical structure is musicality. It's a musician term, not a dancer term. Musicality is you want to be able to predict the drum rolls, the breakdowns, the chorus, the hooks, and, you know, the vocal bites and all of these little things. Well, you gotta listen to music non-stop, and that's why you get a cat like Why Not, who can listen to a song for the first time and figure out the structure and freestyle it and catch all kind of shit in that song. He can predict it because he listens to music all day. He approaches music like a musician. Okay, so he doesn't count, he just listens to the structure, gets down to it. If he hears another song that's similar structure, he can predict everything in that song. I tested him. I would put songs and say, catch that. And he'd catch all kind of shit. He's an amazing cat. Salah does it, Sugar Pop does it. I've seen a lot of great dancers do it. And they just love music. They listen to music all day. Don't listen to loops, though. When you're home, don't put a freaking loop on. It goes bunch, 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 You ain't gonna learn shit from that. You want to find a song that has structure and listen to those songs, the oldies.
One of my favorite clips as a kid was your clip. One of your clips where you danced to, I think it was one of the songs of Off the Wall, MJ. It was, yeah, it was Off the Wall, the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit it and it was like,
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Make my day, brother. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it, man. My key is going to kick me out if I don't stop this thing. We're going to have a lot of fun today, so enjoy everything, all right? Peace. Unity, love, have fun.